bewitching hour. Yeah! So, Emperor Melkor here again with another brutal metal reviews for you tonight. We're gonna be discussing a band that has really, taken off really quite a bit recently in the coming, past years, and now are finally on the main stage at the major music festival Ladders and Laughs. Speaking of Ladders and Laughs, look at the cozy I got. You see it's got Satan's on it. Says his werewolf form. Right, cheers. Oh, it's been too long since Imperial's Melkor's seat in my mouth. Okay, oh my goodness, sorry, I'm having hairdo problems here. But anyways, we're going to discuss Lorna Shore and their, I believe, 4th EP, and I returned to Nothingness. So now, when I first saw this EP covers, I was like, that looks really brutal, and hopefully the music won't be poser shit. And thankfully it's not. However, as we all know, when bands start out, sometimes they attract a lot of posers, and unfortunately this band has reached such success and fame that is a lot of posers, wear their shirts, talks about them. So the Emperor was very hesitant to speak upon them, but looks Satan, right? I got this. I can't deny the greatness of this EP. This EP also came with a CD, and it's permanently stuck in the cars that I stole that I got, whatever, in the previous videos, the Christmas when I reviewed Dark Thrones albums, right? Well, anyways, that CD is not going to be in here, it's in my cars, right? But anyways, who gives a shit about that? So this EP has 3 songs, right? And it's got, To the Hellfire, Of the Abyss, and I returned to Nothingness. So yeah, it's pretty good. It's a good EP. It's really good for your souls to listen to it. And this, man, that's so cool. Just look how beautiful it is. You see it? Do you see it? I hope you do. It's brutal. But let's go ahead and take it out of its list. And then let's look at the records. Oh, it's a little dirty. Melkor needs to clean it. But here it is. And the other side, I don't know if you can see because the camera's such a sheet, but it has an engravings of the pentagram that they formed with the 5. It's basically this image here, or whatever. Yeah, it's this image here engraved upon the records. I don't think you can see it because everything is so sheet, which is good because then it'll sound like Lorna Shore's and be black metals. So this is, I guess you could say there was like deathcore or some shit like that, or blackened deathcore because they kind of sound shitty, like you can't hear Will Reynolds' voice because it sounds very black metal, which is, I wonder why Melkor is talking about it and likes it, right? But anyways, just look at how absolutely brutal that album cover is. It is just so good. Look at it. Do you see? That's Satan. It's coming for you. But Anyways, I will have to say, even though they sound like absolute shit and you can't hear a single fucking word he's saying, the lyrics are poetry. It's very beautiful. Will Ramos is a great poet of our age and should be respected as such. Right? So let's kind of traverse our notes here. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to get another beer soon. I need more. But anyways, so Lorna Shore is an American deathcore band formed in New Jersey in 2009. The group consists of lead guitarist Adam D'Amico, drummer Austin Archery, rhythm guitarist Andrew O'Connor, and vocalist Will Ramos, and bassist Michael Yeager. The band is best known for their 2021 single To the Hellfire. You know, like I said, they're best known, you know, back when this first came out, no one knows who it was. Now everyone's like, oh, To the Hellfire sauce, you know. I know, I'm trying, you know, but I have to, you know, like I said, I'm torn, so we'll be torn together. And they have released 5 studio albums: Psalms in 2015, A Flesh Coffin in 2017, Immortal in 2020, and Pain Remains in 2022, and I Feel the Ever Black Festering Within Me in 2025. Oh, I haven't heard that album yet. Anyways, the band has also released 4 EPs. Since 2012, no original members remain in the band, with the longest running member being Adam D'Amico since joining in 2010. Now Return to Nothingness. This beautiful piece here is the 4th EP by us. You know, it's the blackened deathcore band Lorna Shore, right? It was released on August 13th, 2021 through Century Media Records and was produced by Josh Schroeder. The EP is the first release featuring new vocalist Will Ramos, as well as rhythm guitarist Andrew O'Connor, who joined just prior to the release of Immortals, right? And let's give you a little information about the background and the promotion of it. You know, on 2021, the band returned with, you know, a new song, To the Hellfire, right? Unannounced Ramos as the new permanent vocalist. They also announced details of the new EP. It is the band's first EP since the breakthrough 2013 release, Nothingness. To the Hellfire became a viral success for the band, peaking at number 1 on iTunes Metal Chart in the first week of release. It was also voted by the readers of Revolver as the best song in 2021 so far, with writer Eli Ennis calling it one of the most over-the-top heavy deathcore songs in recent memory. It would also go on to overtake Immortal as the band's most streamed song on Spotify at over 4 million streams. It was elected by Loudwire as the best metal song of 2021, right? As the critical reception, this album 10 out of 10 by Rock and Load and New Transcendence and Distorted Sound says 9 out of 10, but they clearly can't hear it well enough because Wall of Sound also agrees with Melkor as 10 out of 10 EP. Not a bad song on here. In fact, I think my favorite one on this is Of the Abyss, and when Melkor was lucky to see some laughs, louder than laughs, and as well as in really nice intimate venues as they played Of the Abyss, and it was amazing, right? They're really good live, and they can really shred, and Will Ramos can really hit all of those brutal notes live. But this EP, as we are discussing, obviously received critical acclaim from the critics, right? Dan McHugh from Distorted Sound stated that for a band that have endured considerable adversity, get to this point and our return to nothingness is one hell of a statement to reassure everyone that Lorna Shore are going absolutely nowhere, right? The acquisition of Ramos is going to send the quarter soaring to new heights, and the new material sounds as invigorating and vicious as ever. The only minor downside is that there are only 3 tracks to sink your teeth into, and if this is offering us anything go by, then whatever follows is going to knock our teeth down our throats. something else will go down your throat too. Shut up, you fucking poser bitch. Anyways, no Transcendence Prize EP sang in 2020. I boldly claims that Lorna Shore's immortal stood as one of the finest contributions to deathcore in recent history, possibly ever. I still stand by that. It was impressive then, it's impressive now, and it fails to falter with age. What I didn't elaborate much on was concerns that it would be tough to top. However, I would submit that any of the songs on In Our Return to Nothingness tower over any Kolari song on Immortal, and in keeping just about anything else deathcore has seen in the interim between the two releases. If Lorna Shore wants the undisputed kings of the genres, and they certainly are now, as I can think of very few bands who have been as consistently thrilling or having as consistently pushed the envelope in terms of their own growth or the constraints of the genres they play within. Lorna Shore are indomitable force as proved, and I Return to Nothingness, nothing more and certainly nothing less, right? And lastly, Rock and Load praised the EP, saying Lorna Shore have done what many bands failed to. For most, the rockiness of the last 2 years would have been enough for them to call it a day, but by persevering and fighting against the odds, Lorna Shore have created a new standard for a genre that is becoming increasingly oversaturated by repetitive sound. From the outright incredible musicianship of all members and the slightly over-the-top theatrical approach the band have taken with their evolved sound, I'm confident saying Lorna Shore will become one of deathcore's largest titans. Which, as they are, so knock loose, please. Ulrika Aaron's writing the walls of sound revealed the EP and little tracks stating the band continue with the epic vehicle of destruction, but change the tact slightly in a ways that reminiscent of their previous work. The technical detail and speed to the riffs are incredible. Once again, Ramos doesn't skip a detail in every lyric he sounds. He considers which tunes as high or lows, and these minute details are make or break. Instead of the song focusing on breakdown ferocity, it's more about fast blast beats and the technical element of this wonderful band. So, agrees. 10s out of 10s. The good things about Will Ramos, even though, he sounds like shit, at least he doesn't sound like fucking Elmos from Sesame Street, So that's really good, yeah. So anyways, let's go over, like I say, he's a poet, right? So let me type in the lyrics for, let's see, To the Hellfire, right? So here it goes. It's so beautiful. So I'll hold on to feeling until my final breath is gazing upon this world until it fades. Fall with me into the other nights. We can go beyond the horizon again, yes. So fall with me into it all the time. Let the current swallow. These whispers keep clawing. Your mind is dissolving. Light sink while you bathes in hallucination. Accept this descent into the night, releasing your grasp to induce separations. Plunged into the shadows, lost in sensation, we're free, falling down into the ever-black. Can you feel it? These pins and needles, trapped in sensation. See what you have found here. You fell into the dark, fell into the dark. Release your grip and face the tide, accepting this damnation. Relinquish flesh, temptation of body and soul. The ebb and flow, nothing confess, put me to rest. Azrael, guiding me beyond the veil. Habitual, free me from this mortal shell. Enter into the darkest night, I will sink where I lie. Through the sands of time, through the angel's eyes, my final breath, swallowed by the womb of death. Swallowed by the womb of death. Yeah, so good. Whispers are clawing, your mind is dissolving light into the void, and fare with me into the void fall. Release your grip and face the tide, accepting this damnation. Relinquish flesh, temptation of the body and soul. To ebb and flow, nothing confessed. Put me to rest. And then, it just repeats the chorus, and then, let's go ahead and read it. Azrael guided me beyond Sephel, habitual free me from this mortal shell. Into the darkest night I will sink where I lie, through the sands of time, through the angel's eye, my final breath swallowed by the womb of death. Sink while you bathe in hallucination, my final breath swallowed by the womb of death, as you pass through the fucking gate, descending towards the end's faster. Right? So such beautiful lyrics. Like, right? Oh, so good. I really just hang on. I really just I think that's, you know, it's such a unique prose to his lyrics, and just how beautiful his voice sounds, even though, like I said, it sounds like sheets, but that's the point, because then it's more, you know, black metals if it sounds like sheets, right? And I say, let's see, well, there's only 2 other songs. Which one should we do? Oh, that's right, we should do The Abyss, and then Melkor will release you. So, anyways, so this is the second song on the albums, EPs, excuse me. It says, misbegotten worlds, inconsequential fates, accept your prophecy, we rot face down, burning in silence. We fought in the ground, desponding violence. Stellar rebirth, erase mistakes from the past. When we break from the trance, from the grave we've unmasked, and escape into the jaws of the beast we're unleashed. From the carcass of a dead star to the darkness of a blackened heart, we are once in the dust, in the nothingness. We are infinite, misbegotten children of the abyss. We are infinite, yeah, so cool. We rot face down, burning in silence. We fought in the ground, desponding violence. Stellar rebirth, erase mistakes from the past. When we break from the trance, from the grave we're unmasked, and escape into the jaws of the beast, we are unleashed. So from the carcass of a dead star to the darkness of a blackened heart, we are one in the dust, in the nothingness. We are infinite, misbegotten children of the abyss. We are infinite, flawed by design. We were born to die again in a good, mindless creations, malefacence of the Father. Pray to imitation gods. You fail with me. Now see it all, a lesson in suffering. Yeah, I'll send that to my biases. Anyways, from the carcass of a dead star to the darkness of a blackened heart, we are one in the dust, in the nothingness. We are infinite, misbegotten children of the abyss. We are infinite, yeah, Titans, so good. So, like I said, really great EPs, 10s out of 10s. It's really nothing that you could spend your time better with than this EPs. And like I said, you know, 0 skips. I mean, it's not like you can really skip too much, because there's only 3 songs. It's only 1 side of the records, but it's really good. It's great times. Promise you'll have good times. And I know, like I said, it's a little slightly poserious by a list by today's standards, but you know, when it first came out, it wasn't really, and now it is. Also, you know, whatever. You know, either ways, it's good EPs. It's brutal. It's great. And I mean, come on, look at that. This is so cool. I know. I need to get a cert on it. It's so great. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and release this, because I need to go get me another beer. And I'm gonna listen to another really brutal album that I'll review next week. So until then, stay brutals and hell Satans.